how you can get a wholesale deal for $71 and do a profit of 10 to 20 grand. That is the topic of today's Wholesale Daily Show. And this is a very simple tactic that is overlooked, but we have had, actually, I think we've had at least one deal for sure come in from this $71 tactic. And no, it's not bandit signs. We're going to share that with you on today's episode of the Wholesale Daily Show. And if you're not implementing this in your wholesaling business, then you're definitely missing out. But do you have the courage to do it? Because you might not want to. Mm-hmm. My name's Dustin.
I'm Josh.
And I am Corey.
We're the Wholesale Daily Show, coming at you 5 days a week, bringing you tips and tricks on wholesaling, fixing and flipping, tax lien and deed investing, little sprinkles of those here and there, and trying to share with you our lessons as we're in this stuff every day. We did around 60 deals last year, and we plan to break that this year, and we're excited to bring the show. So if you're new, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to hear from you. Podcasters, leave us a review if you feel inclined to do so. That'd be great. So when you're going out there and you're building your wholesaler business, you want to have like a Swiss Army knife approach to different leads coming in so that they all kind of compound on top of each other. And what you'll notice is if you're always just picking one strategy, you'll get a predictable result with that, but you won't get what we've kind of coined around here, the compounding effect. And the compounding effect happens when you're doing multiple different things that are kind of working on different timestamps. So for example, if you're sending out postcards, you know that it's going to take 7 to 10 days for those to hit from the time you send them. You know that you're going to get probably a 0.5 to 1% response rate on that. And then you also know the more postcards you send, the more of those things are sitting on coffee tables, on kitchen counters, and getting that long-term thing. People will call sometimes and be like, oh, I got your postcard 6 months ago, but the timing wasn't right. Mm-hmm. So from there, you combine that with putting out bandit signs, networking, driving for dollars, maybe some, online pay-per-click advertising. And the one simplest trick that is overlooked by a lot of people. Oh, I knocked on the table. Corey hates it when I knock on the table. But here it is. It's simple and it's overlooked, and it's putting a car magnet on your car door. And we have gotten at least one deal from that for sure because it was tagged in our system properly. Mm-hmm. But just one deal off of the magnet is $61. Shipping is like $10. And that was totally worth it.
Yeah. To
get one deal just from basically driving around with a magnet on our car. It might make you feel a little bit weird, but hey, who cares? Who cares? People are going to call it. They're going to see that. They're going to see it. What do you call it? On the car when you're parked. It's simple. And hey, calling a spade, it can be a little tacky, but I've seen people wrap their whole vehicle in We Buy Houses. Yeah. So our magnet. What did it say? It literally just said, sell your house for cash fast.
Yeah.
Call
with a phone number.
Yeah. Sell your house fast for cash with a phone number. And we're at the point now where we have a full-time guy who runs around and does all of our first home visits. So we actually set him up and cover his car payment. And from there, we buy him magnets, and he's just always bombing around. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it works really well. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say he's lost one of them. So
yeah,
this $71 includes 2 magnets, and you might lose 1 or 2. So the price.
Because what happens is if it starts to peel a little bit, and you're going down the highway, it can come off.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Here's one tip that we've learned, and this one's important. Is you want to, if you're going up to a first home visit, we've found that you want to peel the magnet off the car when you show up sometimes. And one of the reasons for that is if the neighbors see that you're selling the property, like if someone's showing up and pulling in the driveway with a magnet saying we buy houses, we've actually had this before where we've lost a deal to the neighbor because they've seen us show up. And this is basically what it looks like. You go on the first time home visit, the guy says, yeah, maybe let me get back to you. And then the neighbor or somebody around sees that Dale's selling his house at 213, and he inquires and says, oh, I saw this guy looking at your house. You looking to sell it? And the guy says, yeah, actually, this guy offered me 89. And then Dale says, well, I'll give you 100. And that's one thing that has happened. To be fair, it's not a huge thing. We did lose one deal, but if you're too inconvenienced by that, whatever, just leave them on. Just telling you that from our experience. So Corey is going to tell you where and how to get these, and that is your action plan for today.
Yep.
To leave this video and take some action. And that's one of the things we're always saying is you want to balance with 1 part training, 2 parts action. Okay? So where can these folks get their car magnet?
Heidi, I'm Corey, and I'm going to tell you how to get your car magnet. Vistaprint.com is actually the place where we got ours, and it was super easy. I'm no designer. I mean, I have a little bit of tech skills because I'm in that generation where I grew up with a computer. Some of you may or may not be there, but I know you can find someone to help you with that. But it's really easy. You go to vistaprint.com, boom, and then you just Google and you search magnets in Vistaprint, and you'll see the car magnets option. And I believe the one that we used was the 18 by 24, and it's around $29. I think it's $29 American per magnet, and then plus shipping. And it's really simple. You just click that, and then it'll ask you to design it. And then, I mean, if you want, we can just comment below, and we can send you a photo of what we use for our magnets. But literally, like Dustin said, we buy houses quicker, sell your house fast for cash with our phone number. They have a bunch of cool little templates that you can use, and all I'll say about that is just make it super simple. You don't need to put your address, you don't need to put your email, you don't need to put your logo. Just put 1 line of text and then your phone number, and make sure it's big enough that people can see it. You want to make sure people can see it. I see signs and stuff all the time where they just have like so much text on it, and it's something that I've slowly learned through marketing, but it's more distracting than having something quick and simple on the image with like, here's what I can do for you, and here's how you get it. So sell your house quick for cash, here's your phone number, call this number. That's the biggest tip.
Yeah, simple, straightforward, and effective. You would be amazed how many simple, straightforward things that are obvious to do that you're not doing. We even do that all the time. We know that they're simple, straightforward things, and then we look in the rearview mirror and like, why aren't we doing that? We know we need to do that. Why didn't we do that?
So much.
It's ridiculous. I don't even know. It's strange.
Yeah.
Like to inject a little, I don't know what you call it here, a little motivation.
Ooh.
And
Good.
there's going to be days where you're going to wake up not feeling good. We've had this horrible flu going around that's taken out everybody. Like when they're down, they're out for like a week. It hit you for what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, about 2 weeks.
2 weeks. And then just today, Josh woke up and sore throat, tired, it's coming back again. But he's here. He showed up.
There you go.
And it's going to be tough. And the reason I say that is because the timelines are never going to be perfect. You're always going to get blindsided by stuff coming up. And that's really one of the important parts of building a team so that you can help complement each other when that happens. But just always expect kind of the unexpected. They say, I think every 6 months there's going to be some little minor thing come up. But every 18 months, you're going to have your world rocked by some big thing that's going to disrupt you, whether it's somebody dying or loss of job or car accident. You can kind of bet on that every 18 months. So think about where you're at on your scale. For example, just 10 days ago, I had a huge sprain in my ankle. Couldn't walk. Didn't expect that. Didn't make me too happy. But shit happens. Beep that out.
Sure.
But yeah, just keep that stuff in mind, that just kind of 1 part information, 2 part action, and it's coming for you. So plant the seeds now so that you have a team in place that when that happens, the system can continue to run and grow when you're not there. If you need to take days off. We actually have one of our team members who's going off to start his own online marketing company, and we try really hard to build like legacy systems so that when they go, someone else can come in and pick up where they left off by creating trainings and documenting things. And that's truly what I think is a beautiful business, when you can have somebody come in and create systems that when they leave, someone else can come in, and that's something to be proud of. What you don't want is what they call like a black box, where there's only one person that knows how to do something, and they kind of hold that hostage, and that's bad. That's bad. And you'll notice that if it comes up, because they'll have the key to a certain area and they won't really show you how to do it. So thanks a lot for watching. We'd love for you to subscribe. Podcasters, thank you for the love. Leave us a review if you could. Appreciate that. And we will see you on the next episode.